All right, what we got up next? What's been going on in boxing, in these boxing streets? Let's talk about this one right here. Word on the curb. Devin, the Dream Haney, a.k.a. Lil Devin, is talking about they're going to be finalizing Jorge Linares, right? Jorge Linares. According to the reports, Jorge Linares and Devin Haney have agreed to a fight slotted for the main card on DAZN in May. The WBC Lightweight champion Haney will be defending his WBC against the number 3 WBC contender, Jorge Linares. I'm going to stop right there. So, here we go. Now, I guess we've all run around the clout merry-go-round. You know, they all done it. I'm not even going to, at this point, I'm not even just saying Devin. They all doing it, bro. They all clout chasing each other. They all saying each other names. One day, this one says that one name, then he says that name, and it's just all, I tuned out. I tuned out of the lightweight division and just say, somebody wake me up when we get a damn fight. I tuned out. So all of the back, I used to be all involved in it and paying close attention to it, doing the vids about it. But fam, I can care less. I mean, I'm just like, let me know when it's all work, when it all is done. Because I don't know what's real. I don't know what's fake. I got Bib Arum and Eddie Hearn now supposedly beefing. They in competition. I got one person got an exclusive deal with this one, and nothing ain't happening. So when it's all said and done, this is what it looks like we're going to be left with. Now, I thought it was going to be Javier Fortuna. I wanted Javier Fortuna. I thought that the Javier Fortuna was to be the better fight, the bigger fight, the more challenging fight. I would have got better answers about Lil Devin. I would have got much better. Now, I'm not knocking Jorge Linares. I like Jorge Linares a lot. But I would have preferred Javier Fortuna. You feel me? I don't know. I mean, I don't understand. When the WBC screwed up Devin Haney's situation, trying to order him to have 2 mandatories and all of this stuff, everything just got all mixed up, man. And it just got so stupid. It got confusing. We should at least got Javier Fortuna for Lil Devin. Now, I like Linares. Like I say, a lot of people dog Linares because he got stopped a couple fights ago, but he took his chance up at 140, and then he came back down to 135, where he realized that my power just does not translate well up to 140. But however, Linares has told us he's had problems making the weight at 135, and he's been inactive for quite some time because, shit, man, I've heard Jorge Linares' name mentioned in 2-3 fights. He caught coronavirus. He's supposed to have been fighting Javier Fortuna. Then he was supposed to have been fighting Ryan Garcia. And then he ends up in Devin Haney's lap. Like, this shit is, you know what I mean? So, I like Jorge Linares. I think some of his best days are behind him, sure. Is he going to push Devin Haney? Absolutely. But Jorge Linares, some people are wondering about his chin. The way he fights, he puts himself in these wars sometimes and he gets clipped. I mean, Devin Haney ain't no big stopper like that, sure, but I don't know, man. I just was hoping for more better. You know what I'm saying? After the criticism he suffered in the Gamboa fight, I was hoping for better for Devin Haney, truth be told. But I'm fully aware of the political game that's playing out with Devin Haney. All right, Bib Arum, clearly Devin Haney got on his Twitter that you got Bib Arum saying, oh yeah, well, you know, he has a fight after his next fight with Eddie Hearn, and we'll see what's up. He has one more fight with Eddie, alluding to the fact that I'm waiting for him to get his fight out the way with Eddie Hearn, and then I'll make a play for him. Because we know his deal going to be up eventually with Matchroom. Now, here's the deal. I don't know if that's going to work in Devin Haney's favor or not. Because Devin Haney is not like your typical fighter. He's a dude who's in charge of his own business, and that is the total opposite business model of what Bib Arum likes. He don't want nobody that he got to break down checks with. What do you mean, man? The kid co-promotes himself, right? Which means that Bib Arum got to cut him a check for that. Which means that if Bib Arum puts him into the fighter with another promoter, then that's another promoter's hands into the pot. Which also means that Bib Arum got to get a piece of that too. Which means the pot becomes smaller. Which means that's a no-go for Bib Arum. Now, the gift and the curse of the situation is that Bob controls the 135 and the 140 division for the most part. He got all the belts. And so if Devin is going to operate well in the next couple of years in these 2 weight classes, well, it's going to take for him to be on good terms with Bib Arum, right? Well, this is my solution. This is my opinion. You can never tell a fighter how to move in his career. He got to do what's best for him. But my opinion, if it's going to come down to a Bib Arum thing, just stay with Eddie Hearn. Stay with Eddie Hearn. You might as well. Why? Because technically with Eddie, you still can fight Bob's fighters whenever he ain't in his feelings. He just in his feelings right now. Let's not forget, I told you, Bob sends fighters over to DAZN all the time. And DAZN sends fighters to Bob all the time. The door doesn't close with Eddie. The problem is he'll still be trapped on that app. I get it. But Eddie respects his co-promotional deal. Eddie pays him well and respects his business. I don't know if Bob is going to show that same respect for business. You feel me? And that's all I'm saying. So, and not to mention, even in Eddie, staying with Eddie, the Ryan Garcia fight still there. There are other fights that can maybe be worked in all around these weight classes between. I mean, I'm just saying, I think that to me, he seems to be getting a lot of respect from Eddie and them. They may not be wanting to invest in him the way I wanted to see them invest in him, like give him better fights. But he's still young. He still got a bright future in front of him. They can still make them damn fights. And I'm just saying, look at Mikey. Look at Bud. Look at everybody who said whatever they said about Bob. You don't want to be there, bro. You coming to the plateau of your career. Like we always talk about, Bob is good at building you, putting you there, not when you are already been through the trenches, building yourself, and now you're ready for it to pay off. That's when you don't want to be with Bob. When it's time for it to pay off. Because when it's time for it to pay off, you're going to have to sign some more papers. You're going to be stuck in a situation that you ain't going to want to be in. You're going to be wondering, where's my co-promotional checks? You're going to be on the shelf eventually if you don't bend to the will of top rank. We see this. Man, well, how else is you going to fight Teofimo Lopez? How long is Teofimo Lopez going to be at the class? If Teofimo Lopez goes up, if he wants to go after the Teo fight, then good luck with that. That's no guarantee he goes over there, he gets that fight. Bib Arum has to capitalize off of Teofimo. Maybe he trades him in for Devin. I don't know if that's what people thinking. I don't know, but that ain't guaranteed. I hope if it comes down to making a decision. Of course, free agency is the way we want to see him go. But if it comes down to him making the decision, just stay with Eddie, bro. Might as well. I think that'll be a better decision. And it seems like to me, like I said, outside of the fact that Eddie don't like to give him the best fights in the world, Eddie still respects his business arrangement. And that's most important. You know what I'm saying? I heard Fortuna didn't want it. I hear him and Ryan Garcia may end up doing something. Yeah, I heard that too. We'll see. We'll see, man. I hear a lot of things, man. I don't even know. I'm not 100% confident that they put Ryan Garcia in there with Fortuna. Fortuna is awkward, man. He's awkward. He's a pressure. He'll pressure you. He's going to try to beat you up. I don't know if they really want to put Ryan Garcia in there. Oscar talk a good game, but I don't know. What's up, Jacquavius in the building? What's up, family? Harold Trim, what's up with you? I'm just not 100% sure about that. I really ain't. I'm dying to see what happens with Javier Fortuna. It's seeming like a lot of maneuvering going around, fam, to get around him. I was hoping for Devin to want that fight. I don't put this on Devin to say he didn't want to face Javier Fortuna. It's his suits or his handlers for whatever reason didn't make it happen. For whatever reason. He's calling them all out. Everybody calling each other out. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, this is the way it looked like we're going to go. And technically, this is going to be a good fight. Jorge Linares, I'm expecting for him to bring it, man. I'm expecting for this dude to bring it, Slim. You know what I mean? Like, I'm expecting for Devin to win, and I think Devin's length and his fundamentals can get around Jorge Linares. But I'm also expecting Jorge Linares to really bring it. You know what I'm saying? To really bring it. Haven't seen him in a while. He's been over in Asia and Japan over there, you know, keeping his name hot over there. So we ain't seen him in a while. He caught COVID, you know what I mean? So I just was really hoping for Jorge Linares. I mean, for Javier Fortuna, man. It would have just been a more cracking fight. Javier is awkward. I would have loved to seen Devin figure out Javier Fortuna, man. I just would have rather seen it. I don't know why Eddie Hearn didn't get involved in the Javier Fortuna situation. I don't know if he asked for too much money. I honestly stopped paying attention. I seen a few interviews that they did over at the Boxing Voice, and And I seen Samson Lekowicz talking and all that, but it's like I said, I've heard so much talk at this point where I'm sick of the talk, bro. I'm just sick of it, so it's making me tune out because we talking too goddamn much. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. You feel me? What's up, man? Supreme Beast Boxing Talk is in the building. What's up, family? I see you, man. I see you. Salute to you, fam. Salute. Jaquavius Moore says, yo, man, I'm going to keep it 100. Ryan Sparks for Fortuna. And I think that Haney needs to KO Linares. I think he would have got, it would be nice if he KOs Linares. But I think he'd have got more kudos off the Javier Fortuna fight, bro. I mean, these two got a lot of words back and forth. That the two camps don't like each other. The storyline is there. I mean, Devin has been wanting that fight. He got in touch with the WBC to try to force that fight back in the day. It just made better sense. It just made more sense. Not to mention Javier Fortuna originally was scheduled to fight 1 week prior to Devin Haney in his last fight before it got rearranged or whatever. Man, come on, man. It just made more sense, bro. I wanted to see Javier Fortuna. I ain't mad at this, but I would have preferred to see Ryan Garcia versus Jorge Linares. Because I honestly think Ryan Garcia, they're not going to do Ryan Garcia and Javier Fortuna. I don't think it's going to happen. I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, I just don't see him doing it. They're going to look at Javier Fortuna as too awkward for Ryan Garcia. Watch. And he has a damn good chance of beating this man. Hold on, fam. I'm going to get my man Greg Hill, man. Yo, man, you supposed to have that blue suit, family. I just gave it back to you. Greg Hill, you should have definitely had that wrench, man. But you got it now, family. Linares is ancient to keep it hot. Are we about to wait 3 or 4 years if these fights to happen? Man, I guess it could have been a money thing. When you're dealing with fighters and they get to the last fight of their contract, like I said, it's well known now that Devin Haney, this should be the last fight with him in Matchroom. When you get to the last fight of these contracts, man, these promoters, man, they playing games at this point. Y'all don't know behind the scenes what they telling Devin. They could have kept certain fights away from Devin purposely just to get him to re-sign. Well, if you want that, look at Bob. Well, if you want this, if you want that, you got to get away from Eddie and come on over here. Or Eddie could be, well, if you want this and you want that, well, guess what? Boom. You got to stay here, but I'm not going to give it to you until you sign this. There's a lot of crap with this, man. This dude, his upside is high, man. His future is bright. He's a world champion with big fights in his horizon. Everybody's still a viable opponent for Devin Haney if they just make the damn fight for him. But he still got plenty of time to get him done. So his upside is high. His father's done a good job of keeping him hot. Bib Arum ain't got to put no work into Devin Haney because Devin and his father do it all themselves. Bob loves that type of situation. Well, I don't have to even do anything. They're on YouTube all day. He loves that, but what he ain't gonna love is when Devin Haney Promotions says, we want in. So let's see how Bob takes that. We'll see how it works out, man. I'm hoping for the best for the kid no matter which side he lands on. That's not really us as a boxing fan to really give a shit about. All I will say is in this fight, if we get this, I would lean a little bit more so towards Devin Haney to beat Jorge Linares. It would be nice. Maybe that could be the catch here. It would be nice if he stops Jorge Linares, especially since Jorge Linares has been stopped so many times at this point in his career. So it would be nice to see Devin do that, to get the presses pressing, to get people talking. Unlike the Gamboa, even though he did his thing in the Gamboa fight, the impression people walked away with was, why the hell you ain't stop old injured Gamboa? Instead of giving him his credit, the people walked away with that was, why you ain't stop him? People gonna look at Jorge Linares being stopped so many times, and if Devin don't do it, they're gonna ask the question here too. They're gonna ask the question here too. So we'll see. We shall see. Salute to Devin. So it looked like we heading towards this, favoring Devin Haney. The closer we get to this fight, we will break down stylistically. We will break down the ins and outs of both fighters the closer we get to this date. The date that they're talking about, once again, for those who haven't heard, they're talking about this is going to happen in May. This is going to be on a DAZN card. This will be Devin Haney fulfilling his last contractual obligation to Matchroom if he doesn't resign. Bib Arum making a play for him. Everybody gonna make a play for him. And another thing, like in Devin Haney's case, his situation is great for PBC. Just let me put that out there. It's great for PBC. That's what they do. The business that he in is what they do. Maybe the number that he asking for, I don't know if they willing to give him that. I'm not sure, but his co-promotional, his own imprint, that's what PBC do. They all got one. So that deal worked. That's a good situation, I would think, too. Maybe he don't want to be trapped on the app no more. Maybe he don't want to. If he went to PBC, Tank Davis, definitely right there. Don't know if Floyd gonna keep. Floyd ain't never make it happen before. And we about to talk about Tank Davis next. Floyd ain't make it happen before, so I don't know. But Tank Davis is definitely possible if he go over there to PBC, man. And they all got their own promotional companies. We'll see. It's all to the highest bidder at the end of the day. It's all to the highest bidder. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, man. My G, he needs to stop Linares. It's a beauty contest. Ryan just sparked Campbell. Yeah, well, yeah, he run around with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. But at the end of the day, it's at this point, a stoppage for Devin can do more than any clout chasing can ever do. You feel what I'm saying? A stoppage for Devin can do more than any clout chasing can ever do. So I just know that the Sunday after, the next morning, man, his press gonna be he stopped it. The headline's gonna be Devin Haney KOs Linares. Not Devin Haney goes 12 long rounds with Jorge Linares, who's been stopped by what some may consider that's a competition. We'll see. I'm rooting for Devin, though, man. I'm rooting for Devin. Let's keep it pushing.